Yes, it's that time. It's that time. It is starting to get into the playoff time. And guess what? Folks, let's just cut this out. Let's just get to what you all came here for. Ladies and gentlemen, let me kick it off to my good friend, Steve Kornecki. For that introduction, I'm glad to be back with you here to talk playoff scenarios as they're starting to solidify. We have two already picked. Let's get with the first one. Sam J, 11-1 first place, has got the bye. Hey, nothing to play for right now. We'll get to that in a minute. But straight up, you're going to be playing in Playoff Mania, right? That's what we got right here. You will have a chance to be playing in one of the two main events for Playoff Mania there. You know, you're 2 games away from the championship, theoretically, right? You don't have to worry about 13, 14, or 15. You can start planning for 16. But you do have a chance to have the all-time record. The all-time record is 12-2 by Kara last year. All you got to do, beat Travis, beat Katie, 13-1. You can hold the all-time record. Now we get to second place, JB at 8-4. All right, so we got a couple playoff scenarios that are going to play out before us here. Due to virtual points here, all JB needs to do to get in the playoffs is a win or a Travis or Katie loss. And that'll all come to fruition. The one thing I want to definitely tell you out right now, this right here, no dumper. JB can't play for the dumper in 2023. Not physically possible. So, what I do want to say is, as we're looking at the first round bye here, JB is second in points at 1684. Kara is right behind him at 1572. So right now, it's just a win, and you get the first seed, the second seed overall in the first round bye. Because I find it hard, 130 points in the next 2 weeks, not there. Plus, what bodes against everybody else, JB has Bob and Adam left on his schedule. So this is shaping up like the perfect storm to get into the playoffs, but into playoff mania with a first round bye into the semis. I can't write this stuff up. This is just how it ends up being. Now we got our current champion, Kara, who's currently in third place at 8-4. If you've noticed, our 1, 2, 3 seeds is a 2-time, 6-time current champion. It's setting up that, another person's name's going on the belt. Not a new person, but somebody that's already got it. Big thing here. Kara, congratulations. No matter what, you can't get the dumper. No, the lowest you can get is 7th place. Playoffs, same as JB, win, or a Travis or Katie loss, and you've clinched it. So you hold your own destiny, but even if you don't, 1 or 2 L's, and you got it. Kara, looking pretty good here, right? You got Kyle, you got Sam B. It'd be tough to lose to Kyle and then depend on beating your good friend here to take it. But that's not the way it's not the way this game plays sometimes. So, Kara, we should probably be seeing you in the playoffs. These two are basically essentially the same. Let's just put them together and clear this out instead of doing 2 different presentations with 2 different names. So Eric and Dana, 7-5, 4th and 5th respectively. Biggest thing is here, Eric is well on his way to being the Johnny Moxon Trophy winner. So he puts himself in the driver's seat to get to the playoffs. 7 wins has always been kind of that key. It's going to be very kind of hard for him to miss that, but, it still can be possible here. Biggest thing for these two, there's 5 people that can no longer play for the dumper, and these are 2 of them. So Eric, Dana, congratulations. Doesn't mean the dumper won't be in the Stanzik or the Harvey. We'll talk about that shortly here. But your path is relatively the same and easy, right? All you need is a win, but you also need a Travis or Katie loss, right? So if one of those 2 happen, if you win and one of that happens, congratulations, you're clinching the playoffs, and you're going to start getting ready for that journey. Eric, you got Sam B and Adam, pretty decent path there. Dana, Bob, and Katie, not too bad either. Look at that. Dana's path to the playoffs equals Bob's dissension into the consolation bracket. It's kind of the perfect storm here, right? Because Dana, while Eric has the most points overall, Dana has been crushing it lately with weeks and upon weeks of over 180 points. I mean, here, 190 points last week for Dana coming through. So Dana is the dark horse to overtake it. And Eric gets the most points, but his prize is going to get squashed by Dana in the playoffs, right? So that's all it takes, but congratulations. That's the big thing here. No number. So again, another double team up because it's all kind of the same, so why repeat it? We have Travis and Katie, both 6-6, currently 6-7. So Travis on the positive side of the playoffs, Katie on the negative side of the playoffs. Here's the deal. There's a lot that can play out. There's no clinching scenario, but there's no losing scenario here, right? There is only one scenario that can play out, and that is how to avoid the dumper, right? So if this happens, you don't have to worry about the dumper. And sometimes that's the best path forward. So all you got to do, win, or Bob, Meredith, and Sam B all lose. So if those three lose, congratulations, you're not playing for the dumper. You win, congratulations, not playing for the dumper. Doesn't mean, though, regardless of whatever happens, that you're not going to be in the playoffs or out of the playoffs. We'll talk about that next week. But let's talk about that path, because it's not going to be that easy. We've always said 7 is the key, right? But here's the problem. You both play Sam J, who's on a track record to get to 13-1. So you got Meredith and Kyle. So these are kind of your 1 wins here to get to 7-7. But man, is it going to be difficult. And if we're looking at points, right, this is where it's going to break down to. Travis is at 1544. Katie is at 1474. So we're talking about 70 points. Not the most unattainable, but right now, these two competitors with this schedule, it's going to come down to points to who might get that 6th and final seed in the playoffs. Kyle is 5-7, 8 seed, kind of in no man's land, right? Like 2 more wins can get you up there, but it's going to be a real tough uphill climb. But you're not out of it yet. Your biggest thing, Kyle, avoid the dumper. Here's how you do it. All you need is a win and a Bob, Meredith, and Sam B loss. Only need 4 matches to go your way this week. You get all 4 of those, boom. You're not playing for the dumper and you clinch that 8th seed. But again, like we said, it's an uphill battle. Kara and Travis, both teams in the playoffs right now. It's going to be a very tough battle to get to the playoffs for Kyle. A former champion, by the way. Here's the other last champion here. We could have all the champions in the playoffs, but it does not look like it. Looks like we're only going to get 3 out of the 5. The other group of the 4 and 8, Bob, Meredith, 9th and 10th. So you haven't clinched out of the playoffs yet, right? Like technically, theoretically, you can make the playoffs. There isn't a less than 1% chance. Believe it on the stars if you want. You get the dumper with a loss and a Kyle win. That happens, boom. Dumpers, you're playing for the dumper. Consolation, a little bit more easier, right? If you lose or Katie or Travis wins, you're both playing in the constellation bracket regardless of what else. The path, the path isn't easy. Bob, you got Dana and JB. Sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much right there. Dana's pretty much going to put the nail in the coffin right there, right at home. She's like, I got to get to the playoffs to get the belt. But in order to do so, I got to give my husband the dumper. What a perfect gift, right? On dueling nightstands. The belt and the dumper. Meredith, on the other hand, same boat. Sam's got the best record. I'm going for the dumper. Right along the same sides there. So, Katie, Dana again, would not want to see. So, while you're not out of it yet, just start looking ahead and start figuring out how you get 1 win out of week 15 and 16. Sam B, 4 and 8, 11th place. Let's just quickly talk about this. Your next 2 is Eric and Kara. 2 of your good friends here are about to just bury you. So prepare for that. But why don't I ever anything about playoffs? because she wanted to prepare something special. And here's where JV wanted me to interject. This is what she can do for you for your Playoff Mania Smack Talk video.
The second box of donuts, if anybody. What the is this?
This, Mr. Director, is your new desk.
Okay.
This desk is the epitome of the Swedish concept of jämställdable than ever.
Excuse me. There's a sign at Ramsett Park that says do not drink the sprinkler water, so I made sun tea with it and now I have an infection. Sir? Sir, are you listening to me, sir? Sir, I'm talking to you. Sir, are you aware that there is waste in your water system?
Okay. Listen up, everybody. I have some news. All I can do right now is put on a brave face and go out there and be their leader. It's over. We are screwed.
Finally, Adam, 2-10 in 12th place. Let's just put this straight up. You're playing in the dumper bowl, in the dumper consolation bracket. You've got to find a way to win either week 15 or 16 to avoid all of this nonsense of getting that into the thing. Like everybody else. Kara's up there in the playoffs, could win the belt. Eric Adam can win the dumper. We have a lot of couples that are going to fight for this here. Fairly. Adam, honestly, for the fun of what Playoff Mania could be, just don't play the next 2 weeks. Focus ahead. Don't worry about 13 and 14. 15 and 16 is where you need to keep your focus on. These two, just call it. Mail it in. Let's see these two in Playoff Mania. So Adam, sorry. Just not your year. Thank you, Steve, for that excellent breakdown of where everyone's playoffs hopes lie. Greatly appreciate it. Also, excellent production, Sam, on the video there. So, got to see more of that. A week 13 video that is very, very hard because there's 6 bye weeks, right? You have the Bills, Ravens, Vikings, Bears, Raiders, Giants, all on bye on week 13 when you're trying to get into the playoffs. That is not an easy thing to do. So, good luck to everybody that's trying to navigate that minefield. But nonetheless, hope you enjoyed this video. It's been very therapeutic for me. Something that I needed and wanted to do. Got a lot of editing to do. Currently, as we sit, I'm at 16 minutes, and I want to put some bloopers into it. So, which means I've got a lot of things to redo. So, anyways, the one thing I won't do. Everyone that's in the playoffs, not fighting for the dumper, congratulations. Welcome to you. Everybody else is playing for the dumper, still in danger. Good luck. I'll see you on the Fantasy Gridiron. So what we see here is an outtake of the thing falling on me and Cap watching. This was fun. I'm keeping this in the video. Literally, it fell on me. I'm not doing this very well.